Hey up, I'm Alex, I'm the Night Digidestined, and we all knew it was coming, but ladies and gentlemen, it has finally been announced. The Pendulum Color Wave 2. So, as expected, we have got a preview of the Pendulum Color Wind Guardians, Metal Empire, and Virus Busters, and they are all looking absolutely awesome. The Wind Guardians is the one I was most unsure about because there were two main colours for the Wind Guardians. The one they've done here, and then this gross yellow one as well. Not into the yellow one, and I was convinced we were going to get that one, but I'm so buzzing that they've gone with the green and bronze kind of colour. I just think that looks way more classy and ace. So dead chuffed with that. On this one we can see that Digimon is the poster boy, and we get a preview of him on the screen as a little sticker, and we can see the new colour sprite for Digimon. This is an interesting one. I think they've gone a bit hard on the red for his eyes. He looks a little bit too evil in this sprite. I much prefer the sprite coloured by Rage89, but colourless Digimon is a colour Digimon, and I'm buzzing nonetheless. So yeah, red eyes, blue dragon. Next, on the Metal Empire, again, an absolutely banging colour combo. So the two kind of main ones again for Metal Empire were black and red and black and gold. Personally, I prefer the black and gold, but in this case, I'm glad they've gone with black and red because we've got the gold frame and buttons on the Virus Busters one instead. So this was definitely the best choice. Metal Greymon being the poster boy, but Metal Greymon Vaccine. So this is our first look at the new wave of colour sprites for Metal Greymon Vaccine, and he's looking ace, just all the extra colours. The red for the hair, the stripes, all that. He is looking absolutely badass. And then lastly, the Pendulum Virus Busters. So we've got the pearl and gold. It's like white and gold, but honestly the texture of the shell is kind of like pearl, and it just looks so classy. This is probably one of the nicest looking VPET combos ever. This looks so good. With Magna Angemon as the poster boy, and again, he's looking pretty good, isn't he? He's looking pretty good. So yeah, those are the preview of the three versions that they are releasing. And yeah, they've released a few more promotional images and a video. Once again, we get the much anticipated return of the Pendulum Swimmers again. They love it, don't they? They love it. They're just owning their past. It's definitely a weird advertising choice, isn't it? But the Swimmers, love them or hate them, they're back. In this next image, we can see where they're just saying that, look, this was the old one and now it's in colour and it's looking ace. But we do get a sneaky peek at some other sprites as well. So in this one, we can see Nyokimon, Yokomon, Mushroommon, Woodmon, Cherrymon and Puppetmon. And again, they're all looking ace. But again, they seem to be a bit trigger happy with the red. Puppetmon's cheeks are looking a little bit too red, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see him in a bit more detail when we eventually raise him. But yeah, they're all looking absolutely ace. I think Woodmon looks really cool from this. It's a real nice kind of shading effect for the wood. Just looking good. Woodmon's wood is looking good. Ned Flanders looking great. Looks like they've included the mustache, which is definitely an iconic piece of Ned Flanders design, so I'm glad they've got the mustache. All around looking pretty sick. Next, they're showing that it can connect to your Digimon color. We expected that from the first wave, and it says that it can connect to your Digivice version 25th, that at the time of recording this isn't actually out yet, but it's saying you can connect to that too. And based on what I've read on the With the Will forum post, it seems like they've announced that you will unlock a certain background for connecting it with the Digivice colour, which is interesting because I don't think that's a thing for the Wave 1 Pendulum colours. So, don't know whether that means we're going to get an extra background slot or whether we're sacrificing one of the background slots from the first wave to make way for that one. At the time of recording this, I don't know. But either way, it's kind of cool that they've included the Digivice colour in the planning for this one. Kind of cool. Personally, I hope it's something cool like Digimon Adventure related, and not just the Digimon Adventure logo, but maybe one of the iconic backgrounds or something like that. I think that would be way cooler than just some text or something like that. But at the time of recording this, not a clue. Next up, again, as expected, but just to confirm it nonetheless, this is USB Type-C rechargeable. So no changing batteries, no buying expensive watch batteries or whatever. This just charges up through your computer USB port. Look how happy the little swimmer guy is. So a few more previews just showing some of the mons you can expect to see throughout these three devices. We've got Digimon, Lilymon, Phoenixmon, Metal Greymon, Cyberdramon and Waru Monzemon. Looking ace. And once again we can see that they've owned the original sprite designs and just coloured them accordingly. So Phoenixmon, for instance, The sprite isn't bang on to the design, but they've coloured it as best they can to make it look as close to the design as they can. All about owning it and doing what they can with what they got, and I'm all about that. Next, they're showing us the guest slot. So in the first wave on each device, there was like a special guest slot, so additional to your classic roster. And this time around, it is on the Wind Guardians. You can expect to see Pteramon or Terramon, or however you're going to pronounce it, the new rookie level geezer for Digimon Liberator. On Metal Empire, the guest slot goes to Commandramon, a Digimon who has boomed in popularity since the card game, since Seekers, and just since he was brought to people's attention. People have fallen in love with the D-Brigade stuff, and it is, yeah, it's well deserved. Commandramon is sick. And lastly, as everybody expected, the Virus Busters is Gamamon. Next, they're showcasing the Jogress feature, a feature that was originally introduced in the original Pendulums. We know it as DNA Digivolution. It was originally called Jogress because join and progress, jump, progress, that kind of thing. It's a made-up word. It's kind of cool. And the concept is one Digimon plus another Digimon equals another even bigger Digimon. And here they're showcasing that your Puppetmon and your Hydramon, who again is looking pretty sick, can DNA Digivolve to brand spanking new Moose Digimon. He's a moose with horns that are horns. He's a musical moose. He's moosical, if you will. But yeah, no, honestly, Moose, I don't know its name. Its name is on screen now, but I'm going to call him the musical moose. He's looking ace. He's got a real Deramon feel with like the shrub tail. I think that's kind of cool. He's got a real elegant look about him. I think he looked absolutely ace, and his sprite looks awesome. I definitely love this guy more than I like the other new one, the Tlalakmon one. And then underneath this picture, we can see that obviously Omnimon's there. We knew that because he was already in the original Virus Busters, but also Wargreymon, Metal Garurumon, it only means one thing. But they're teasing us with two shadowed out slots. So one looks identical to the Chaosdramon sprite, but there's a chance it's not, because I find it interesting. Why would they tease it if it's a sprite we've already had, and that was in the Digimon Color? So I don't know. It looks like Chaosdramon, but at this point in time, no idea. And the next one, my first thought was Grand Dracmon. However, he already has a sprite and the shape is slightly different. So the next thought for mine would be, I think it's Proximamon, the new Gamamon Mega thing, which leads me on to my next point. So, the rosters. As you know, they're stuck to all the original rosters, but they've merged them. So, all the Pendulums had two versions. So, the Wind Guardians, there was Wind Guardians 4.0 and then Wind Guardians 4.5, where they changed a couple of the Digimon in the slots. However, in the re-release, in the colour versions, Digimon from both versions are in it. So the Wind Guardians contains 4.0 and 4.5 Digimon. However, in Virus Busters, there was never a 0.5 for the Virus Busters. So there are a few more free slots, which is widely agreed upon already that that's probably going to be two evolutions for Gamamon, as he's the guest rookie. So it's likely we're going to have Gamamon's kind of good route, Gamamon's kind of evil route, and then we're assuming that this mysterious Digimon is going to be Proximamon, who I think is a Jogress between evil Gamamon Mega and good Gamamon Mega joined together to be this massive, busy, crazy looking geezer. So that's the theory, the working theory. This is just saying that once again, you shake your Digimon to power it up, hence the pendulum thing, which is how they kind of got to the swimmers thing. I don't know. It's a device you shake and they're like, yeah, you kind of synchronize the shakes like a synchronized swimmer. So instead of marketing it about like competitive raising monsters that battle and all that kind of stuff, we'll market it using swimmers. Maybe it was just cheaper. I don't know. Either way, we're still talking about it all these years later, so it was obviously a good marketing technique after all. Once again, we've got a return of the freezer or cold mode, where you can effectively just pause your Digimon. Super handy for the modern day tamer that can't always have their Digimon by their side. Just pause it, everything's fine. Unpause it when you're ready to carry on. No risk, no loss, nothing like that. They're perfectly safe, tucked up inside the freezer. And also, once again, a return of the backup feature, which is very important with the Pendulums, because on the Wave 1, you use your backup slot to Jogress within the device so that you don't need to connect to other devices to Jogress. You can use whoever you've raised in your backup. So raise one to champion, back him up, raise your next to champion, Jogress, and voila, you got yourself a badass new Ultimate Digimon. And then here is a preview of the boxes. The boxes, as expected, look absolutely phenomenal. I was blown away by the quality of the boxes from Wave 1. It's just a really high quality made box, holographic all over, real good thick material, absolutely beautiful. If you're buying these, save the boxes, they are beautiful. I've got a space here already waiting for them. Yeah, we need those boxes, we need these devices. And the release date, these are due to release in September, so realistically expect them in October, because that's just how it is. So yeah, September 2024, it's going to be ace. And lastly, you're probably wondering, where can I buy these beautiful things? I need them in my life. If you're not, you've already pre-ordered them. You can buy them from the sponsor of this video, Zenin TCG. Zenin TCG have been a long-time supporter of my channel now. I'm very lucky to have them in my corner. I was a customer with Zenin long before I ever accepted sponsorship from them, and I'll continue to be a customer for as long as they continue to provide the fantastic support, fantastic service that they provide. Zenin is an online web store. They ship worldwide. It's made by the fans for the fans. They're genuinely good people. They're genuinely involved in the community. They're not just here sponsoring YouTubers. They're sponsored events. They're sponsoring artists. They're doing everything they can to help the community grow. So if you can, please consider Zenin for your pre-order. Also, if you're buying these and you're thinking, well, these are pretty pricey, I don't really want to be hanging them off my trousers or my bag or whatever, they might get scratched, Zenin have got you covered as well, because they're in production making their very own case. They've already announced one to fit your Digimon Brick devices, so your Digimon Original Color, which is based on this, the original Iamon case. So they've followed pretty as closely to the original design as they can to mimic the original Digimon case, the official Digimon case. And you'll be pleased to know that they're doing one for the pendulums as well. So this is still in production, but again, it will be based on the official Iamon cases released back in the day. So this is one of the original ones, still in its original packaging, looking fresh. Zenin are making their very own to keep your Digimon safe. So yeah, head over to their website, have a look at those cases, treat yourself to one or all of these swanky pendulum colors. Don't miss out on pre-orders, because typically we see with these things, they're pre-order only. Once the pre-orders are gone, the scalpers come in and ruin it for everybody. So if you're interested in buying these and you're able to get them now, I would highly recommend buying them now and not in a few months' time, because the price is going to go through the roof. So at the minute, this is the price you can expect to be paying for your pre-order, but who knows how high the scalpers are going to drag these things, because we've not seen any news of a global release of the first wave, so I'm not holding my breath for this wave either. So if you missed out on Wave 1 or you're curious about these, get those pre-orders in now, and please consider Zenin for your pre-orders. And yeah, that's the news so far at the time of recording this. Hopefully we're going to get more stuff. They usually release like the full rosters shortly after announcing these things, so keep your eye on the Digitama Hatchery Discord server or the Humulos website for more information on this stuff. Humulos, Digitama Hatchery, they are a hive of knowledge, and they are a pinnacle piece of, is that the right word? They are a very important piece of our community. Yeah, so any more information that I've missed here, not covered or didn't know about, Humulos will definitely have you covered. So go there and check out their Discord server, the DigiDestined UK Discord server, which is also pretty cool, or the Digitama Hatchery website. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm definitely going to pre-order all three, and I'm keen to know which ones you're hyped for, your thoughts and feelings and all that stuff. So let's get Digimon in and let's get hyped and all that jazz. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to Zenin for once again supporting my channel. And lastly, thank you so much to everybody for supporting my channel. I'm truly blessed to have you all here, and I'm eternally grateful for it. So yeah, stay safe, stay ace, keep rocking. Peace.